Hello guys and welcome back. It's been over a month. Can you believe that? I'm actually receiving messages from you guys and asking me if I'm all right, what the heck's going on. Anyway, just honestly busy trying to find time to do everything. It's a struggle, but here we are. So what have I been up to? Well, I got my septic license, so I'm installing septics now. I got one finishing off in my home bay today. Hopefully get it wrapped up today. The septic's done, the inspection's done, it passed, all that sort of stuff, but we're just prettying it up. They're coming in to spray the hydro seed today. Anyway, the Sandy's on that job. I've got my 8-ton on a job in Dartmouth, and I've got the 4-ton on a job that I'm heading to. Been a really busy job over there. I'll tell you guys a bit about it when I get there, but here we are at the property. Done a few things here. So here, I took the mulcher, the 8-ton and the 4-ton, cleared this area out where the garage is gonna be. I'm gonna clear more out that way, and then just gonna grass this. Left a couple big trees, but it was all like that. Now it's like this. That will be looking good. We got some topsoil dumped. We cleaned up a spot over here for Bauer to play. My house is just an ongoing, non-stop construction zone, my property. It just never stops, to be honest. It's gonna be like that for a while. When you got this much property, that's kind of the way it goes. But this used to be limbs just right to the bottom. Now we got this cleaned up. Got an area here where the kids can play. My kid, plus my cousin's kids, and they've been using this. It's a cool little spot. And then we got the rock put on the side of the house. Again, it's a construction zone, so don't mind the lumber laying around and the garbage laying around. But we got the rock put on the side of the house, which you guys can see. There's the bathroom vent. But yeah, the rock's done. And then we started this massive deck. Yeah, so this is the next big project. So we still don't have the siding put on the front of our house yet, but the deck is started. So next week we should have the siding done, and we're doing an overhang in between the door, the windows there, and the upstairs window. That's where our bedroom is. We're doing an overhang right there. So when it's raining or snowing or whatever, it won't affect what's going on the deck. And I think we do plan on putting a hot tub over on this corner. I don't know. We'll see how everything goes this year and next year and whatever for financial wise, because this place is his place is getting expensive for sure. But yeah, the deck started. So we're gonna do, I think, composite boarding. So right now this is where it's gonna be. We gotta get the composite boarding. We gotta put the ledger board on for the overhang. Then we'll do the siding. But how's everything else going? So work wise, we've just been busy. We've been swamped. Doing a lot of doing a lot of residential stuff this year, plus, you know, the tower work that we usually do. This thing is an absolute beast. It's continuing to be a beast. It's dirty all the time. I never keep this thing clean. I got the big techs still going strong. This thing, you can't kill this thing. This thing's unbelievable. So I'm heading out to a job today to sort of finish it off. I'll explain some stuff's going on out there. These tires, look at them. They are weird. Weird. Just, that's the way they wear. Everyone says that in order to keep the tires decent on these 450s, like look at that, it's like an ocean wave. You need to basically rotate them every like 10,000 miles or less, like 5,000 miles, which means you'd have to take these tires off the wheels and move to the back, because these wheels are not the same. Obviously that wheel is not the same as that wheel, so you'd have to actually take the tire off the wheel and move in order to get good wear to these. And it's starting to get noisy, but man, look at that. It's like a freaking ocean. But these rims are absolutely destroyed, these beautiful Alcoas, because of when we rented that place for like 4 months before we moved into the house here. It was a soup hole going back that road, and they're all scratched to crap, which sucks. Anyway, so here we are. We've got, change oil soon. We have 36,000 kilometers on this thing since February, or January, whenever I got the truck. February, I think. Anyway, let's head out to that job site. All right, so I got the truck running and I've got the machine running. It's like 38 degrees Celsius here today. So let's take a little walk around here. All right, so this woman bought this property sort of as is, whatever. It was like a bank foreclosure or something. And so to start off with, she didn't know where the septic was. She didn't know where anything was. No one knew where anything was. The trailer was parked where the excavator is. This was all trees and bushes. This was all trees and bushes. The original house sat over here years ago and it burnt to the ground. The well is over there. Of course, there was no water lines. There was nothing. Everything was just buried. No one knew where anything was. So the first thing we did was uncovered the septic tank, which ended up being right here. And it's a C3 system, a pump up system. So we've got the main tank, which is right about here. Then we got the pump chamber tank, which is over there, pumps up to the field bed. So first thing we did was uncover the tank. We got it pumped. Her trailer was parked over here. So what we did was we ended up running, well, first, I guess, we built the shed. So we put a pad down, we built the shed. We got her power hooked up to the shed. So inside the shed, she's got the pressure tank, she's got her panel, she's got her washer and dryer. Everything is in there. We then had to run a water line, obviously, from the well to the shed. So the water line goes from the well to the shed. Electrical line, of course, for the well to the shed. Then we've got the water line coming out, going over to the camper. Now she plans on staying here year round. So we have heat tape on both ends. This end, both of those pipes, the inlet and the outlet, and over at the trailer, over at the camper. So we got that hooked up. That's all ready to go. So then we had to run the septic line. So we ran the septic line for the washer and dryer, the gray water, right there. Comes down, goes in to this side of the tank. And then we had to run electrical for the pump chamber to the panel. And we have an alarm switch and everything here. Also, again, we had to run a septic line from the camper to the tank. So there was trenches here everywhere. Then, of course, we have the water line. I know this is probably confusing, but we had the water line and the electrical line buried underground from the shed to the camper. So everything was good to go. She was hooked up, and then we finally got power, we finally got water. She flicked the power on, and all of a sudden water started blowing up out of the ground. So when they demolished the house and whatever, they ripped up the line going from the septic tank to the field bed. So I fixed that yesterday. So what's left to do? I'm ripping up the old asphalt that was sitting up here. I grubbed all this off. I'm gonna pile this all up, get rid of these piles of dirt today. These piles will be gone, and she'll finally have a usable space here. So here's the asphalt, the old asphalt driveway, whatever. I gotta rip this all up. I'm taking it to my place and dumping over to bank. Just got the dump trailer. I've got a low spot here to fill in, and then I've got the gravel to bring over the top of that to make it look decent. So yeah, we've got some more work here to do, but it's been a long process for this to all tie into place and just make everything make sense. But it's coming. I can see the end goal. She can see the end goal. She's very happy. She's gonna live here year round, so we got to make this, you know, as usable as possible for her. This was just a bunch of bushes when we first started. It was just all overgrown bushes. That's all this whole thing was, and it's now looking like a pretty nice spot. So anyway, I'm gonna jump in this machine in the air condition, load this thing up, put a good load on her, haul on out of here. You guys will see the truck in action, the 2021 450, the airbags, the big Tex dump trailer that just won't die. It's dirty, it's dirty. All right, so we have another load ready to go. Now that is full. That's a lot of weight right there. That's probably a good 5.5 to 6 ton on there right now. I always check before I leave to make sure it's gonna lift it, but it is. Yeah, that's a big load for a dump trailer. Of course the truck can handle it, but the trailer is a little over 4,000 pounds. I'm gonna say we've got probably 12,000 pounds of stuff inside there. So we're at about 16,000 pounds behind the truck. One more load will do it. So I'll come back, I'll get one more load, clean this up, load in the trailer, and then I'll start making this place look nice. So then I'll start picking the rocks out, dropping the blade, smoothing this stuff all out, piling up over there, throw it in the woods, grub all this stuff off, level all this stuff out, pick the rocks out, level all that stuff out, level the gravel out, and finally pull out of here after an ongoing process of stages along the way. Okay, we are off. Little tire spin. So we got 16,000 pounds behind this thing roughly, maybe a little more. Obviously it's nothing compared to when I'm hauling my new gooseneck or the old gooseneck with the 95. Then we're talking like 33, 34,000 pounds, possibly 32, 33,000 pounds, something like that. Right now we're obviously not even close to that, we're half that, but it's different, it's a complete different. You know, you're talking gooseneck versus bumper pull, a short trailer versus a long trailer, all the weights in one spot versus spread out. It's a complete different ball game. But this thing, drivetrain wise, this truck has been absolutely amazing, to be honest. The power this thing has, especially compared to my 550, it completely blows it out of the water. Like my 550, it's a great truck, it's solid, it's heavy, but this thing, hauling the excavators around, the big ones, this thing just, it makes it a joy. You know, I'm on the highway, I'm doing whatever speed I want to do. There's no issue whatsoever with this truck. Now, has this truck been perfect? Absolutely not. I'm gonna tell you that I had my 2020 350, my white one, the platinum, and that thing was well put together. There was no noises in that. Same as my 550 and even my 19 350. It's a quiet cab. There's no rattling. There's no nothing going on in those trucks at all. It's quiet. You hit a bump, you don't hear anything. Nothing's rattling. Nothing's coming loose. No issues. You know, engine lights. No nothing. Now this thing was either built on a Friday or a Monday. It wasn't built on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. That I can tell you. Because I've had issues with this thing. It rattles. The A-pillar over on the passenger side rattles. I had to get the armrest replaced because it was like rippled and dented. I had to get some trim pieces replaced because they were dented. I've got a piece up front where the seal's coming loose. I had a piece in the back where the seal was coming loose. The mirrors only work half the time. Every once in a while I'll come out to the truck and my mirrors will be extended out, and I didn't extend them out. It just all of a sudden it just does it on its own. There's all kinds of little issues with this thing it's just making it unenjoyable. You know, this is by far, this is the most expensive truck that I've ever bought. I ordered it personal, spec'd it the way that I wanted, and I expected it to you know, be attention to detail. You buy a platinum or a limited or whatever, you want attention to detail every truck you get, but if you get a higher end truck, you kind of expect that it's going to be better put together than an XLT or an XL or whatever. But with this truck has not been the case. But stay tuned, I will have a video on that. I'm going to have a video on my review of the truck so far. But anyway, it's a great truck, but it has not been perfect. Alright guys, it's the next day, so I'm in the drive-thru and the mirrors just put themselves out. And you can hear the motor going. You guys probably can't hear it, but try to put them in. Nope, don't work. Don't work. So I have to physically get out and push them in and hope that they don't go back out again. They just randomly do this all on their own. Could be driving down the highway and all of a sudden my friggin' mirrors will go. All right, guys, I got a full battery now, ready to go. It's a Monday morning. So here's where I've been spending a lot of my time recently. When we first started this job site, I had you guys in here, I showed you. All we did was originally just cleared this little lot area off, and then they decided they wanted to put the septic in. So then we had to clear all this area, put the septic in. It's a C2 standard system. Right now the line is coming up to the camper, which they're going to be living in year round. We did the water line, electrical line, all that stuff underground, insulated and wrapped. Septic line comes out and goes down the trench down to the field bed. Today was supposed to be a cleanup day, so basically just pile up the piles of fill, make it look as neat as possible. We got some leftover topsoil. I'm gonna pile that up, get these logs over here hauled out, and just pretty it up and get the machine loaded on the Diamond C and hauled out, and that's it for now. But then they decided that I think they're gonna buy a pool. Actually, I'm quite sure that they basically purchased the pool. So the pool, they want to go down in this general area right here. So I got to get them a price on that. And if that's the case, there's gonna be more rocks, more stuff getting torn up. There's boulders everywhere here. We end up hauling out like 15 loads of boulders as it was, but there's a lot more left. So I don't know if I'm gonna be hauling the machine out today or not. They're gonna meet me here and see what they think as far as what I believe my pricing is gonna be for doing that section of it, getting it all leveled out, get the pad leveled out, and get the base prepped, gravel and then sand underneath the pool itself. So all this stuff would have to be moved out of here because they're talking about that's where the pool will go. And they might end up losing some more trees to go this way because they still plan on putting the house here. Anyway, just when you think it's almost time to pack up and get out of here, I might be here for another week. Who knows? But they did get the bed sprayed. We didn't get a chance to rake it out. John was here the other day laying the topsoil and putting in the interceptor trench for the septic, and the guy showed up to spray, so we didn't get a chance to even rake this out, but they went ahead with it anyway. It's been an interesting project. Some things have changed along the ways, and just nothing but rock in here. Honestly, there's absolutely nothing but rock. There's no soil whatsoever. I don't know, so I don't know if I'm gonna get this prettied up today or what the situation's gonna be, but at least I need to get these piles of dirt piled out of the way, get the topsoil hauled out of the way, and get in and get at these logs, at least as a minimum. All right, so they decided that they're gonna wait until next year for the pool, which I strongly suggested, even though I'm not gonna turn work down, but it just doesn't make sense. It's basically September right now. No sense starting that project. So I got the load of logs on. So these logs I gotta take to the mill out at my hometown. Then I'm gonna drop the trailer off for John to use at a site tomorrow. Started to clean this stuff up, get all the rocks piled up, the fill piled up back there. I'll clean up my way out. I'm gonna grab one of these big rocks and stick up by the well, because they said that someone almost backed into the well a couple times now. And then clean the machine off, which is gonna be a task of its own. That's gonna take me probably about an hour at least to get the tracks cleaned off, because that is so packed in there. That's like weeks of crap packed in there. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the wood off, go back to the house, get the Diamond C, come on over, finish this off, and then load the machine on, and she is gone. Out of here. Out of here, out of here, out of here. So let's go drop these logs off. And this right here, this weather, is why I went with the vinyl flooring. Hands down, best decision I ever made on a truck order. All right, we're all hooked up to the Diamond C, ready to go. Go pick up this thing, finish off cleaning up the site a little bit, Take an hour to shovel that beast off. Get on out of here. All right, we're ready to get out of here. Other than giving this thing one last final wipe off with my hands. You can see some stuff shaking up. I gotta tighten these tracks a little bit. I haven't had to tighten these yet, but that one there is starting to look a bit loose. That one is a little loose too. But anyway, finally we're done. So I did everything on this job. We did the road, we did all the cutting, all the groundwork, absolutely everything. We did the underground power line, we did the water line, buried the line for the satellite dish going to the trailer. Yeah, we did her all here. But we're done. We're done. Until next year when they want to pool or whatever they decide to do with everything. But this they might get me to come back and just spread some more gravel around, like it's low right here, but I can do that all by hand. I don't need a big machine for that. But I used what gravel was left, put it around here, so they got a spot to park the car and turn the car around, and it's not a bunch of mud. We got all the piles moved, so the pile of fill, rocks, logs are hauled out, and it's looking nice and smooth in here now. It's a big area actually when you stand back and take a look that we cleared. This is like 120 feet wide, and from there to down there is about 200 feet deep. So it's a pretty good spot that we cleared. We hauled a lot of stuff out of here that you guys don't see now. We hauled a lot of rock out of here. This whole place is rock, but this looks so much better for them. It's been a long time coming. We had a terrible month in July, which is another reason why I didn't post many videos, but my machine sat here a lot in July because we were trying to get the septic done, and it just rained basically the whole month of July. You can't do this stuff in the rain. You don't want to take the chance of your sands and all your work running away from you before the inspection gets done. Like we're talking like every day was a thunderstorm, downpours, basically all of July. Makes it tough. But anyway, we got the interceptor trench in up above the septic field. Septic field, like I said, is a C2 standard system, 25 meters long with plus the buffer and all that. Tank, obviously 4,500 gallon tank, 4,500 liter tank, 1,000 gallon tank. But yeah, finally, the machine is going to be loaded on the trailer and getting out of here. Well, I've just been sitting back cruising in 10th gear, enjoying life for the last 15 minutes. Kind of climbed a couple small grades, no issues at all. It really does. It always amazes me how much power right out of the box this truck has, and just how enjoyable the drive is. You know, we got like 32,000 or 33,000 pounds behind us, and it's just like whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go down a hill right now, a good sized hill, then we gotta go up. We got vehicles in front of me, you know, going faster and slower, but let's just see what takes place. They just slowed down to like 90 kilometers an hour, so let's see what this thing does. It just went down to 8th. All right, the guy pulled off, so let's see if this vehicle in front of me speeds up. Yeah, they are. So we're in 7th now, we're speeding up. 8th gear. All right, we're starting to go down the hill. It looks like a bit of a situation here in front of us. An excavator, dump truck just pulled on. So yeah, we're slowing down. We're slowing down big time because of all these guys. So let's see what happens then, I guess, on this hill. We're in 8th right now. 7th. Truck's doing this all by itself. 6th. I'm not gonna bother trying to pass. I got people behind me. They think I'm the problem, but it's not me. We're in 8th gear. People think that I'm the guy going slow. They don't see what's going on in front of me here. Now let's see what this thing does. This thing climbing speed up a hill. gas and dump trucks. They're supposed to be the ones that handle this kind of weight. Look at this thing climbing. Go, 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 go. 8th gear. I tell you, it's pretty impressive. That was actually kind of cool to see that act like that on the hill. All right, guys, so that's what I've been up to. Yeah, pretty busy times, but I'll try to get much more consistent with the videos coming up here soon. Definitely got some stuff on the go. I think we're gonna have a very busy end to the season. It looks like, so stay tuned. I'm actually in the basement right now in our house. We renovated. It's not finished yet, but we got some work over here to do. Still got a little bit of work to do in the bathroom. But yeah, pretty nice to be sitting down here right now doing this, that's for sure. I will take you out and show you that first job site that was in the video. I got one little thing left to do there, so I'll get some footage of that in another coming video, but you guys know what to do. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.